it's your girl Ammoye, aka the Lightworker Soul Rebel, and I'm excited to announce that I am nominated in the Best Reggae Recording category. This is my 8th nomination, and I'm so excited!
Hello and welcome to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show. The show that brings you up close and personal with your favorite stars of reggae and dancehall music, Jamaican popular culture, and people who've impacted society in a very big way. I'm Shaun Cain. We invite you to subscribe to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain YouTube channel. Like and share the videos and leave a comment. We also welcome our radio listeners to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show, the musical side, in the UK on Rex Radio, in the USA on Motif Radio and Viscosity Blend, in Canada on Reggae North Radio, and in Jamaica on Richie B Radio. In this edition of the show, we'll speak with Canadian singer and 8-time Juno nominee, Ammoye.
Everywhere that Jamaicans go, they leave their scent in the form of reggae music. When Ammoye left Jamaica for Canada several years ago, she was just excited to be moving to a country that she had never visited before. But little did she realize that one of her unexplained appointments was to share her country's musical heritage with Canadians and music fans further afield. After arriving in Canada, she enrolled in college where she began studying travel and tourism. However, her urge to sing was much stronger than her desire to develop key knowledge and skills in the business of tourism.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ammoye.
Come take me out of distress, forward into Zion. I'm gonna change the world, discover all that I am.
With singing eventually winning the toss-up, Ammoye dropped out of college to pursue her music. This was not what her parents had in mind for her. They did not like the direction in which she was headed. They felt that working in the travel and tourism industry was a more stable position than a career in the fickle music industry that did not promise much. Despite her parents' disapproval, she was undeterred in her desire to become a professional singer. Ammoye was born in Clarendon, Jamaica, where she was raised by her grandmother. Her first taste of live performances was in church. When the congregation learned that she could sing, they always wanted her to indulge them in her talents. The Clarendon native loved singing and had a natural sound that was just pleasing to listen to. Her grandmother encouraged her to sing at every opportunity. During her time in church, she sang as a solo performer and everybody was always left in awe. This experience helped Ammoye to believe in herself and her ability to tell stories and communicate emotional highs and lows through singing. By the time she landed in Canada, she was ready to take her singing to the next level. All that was missing were the producers and a bank of songs to carry her. The Toronto resident began writing, and that's when she knew it was time to get busy recording and booking shows. After she started working with producers in Canada and releasing her music, the opportunities emerged for her to perform in Europe, Canada, Jamaica, and the United States. The experience was very encouraging for Ammoye, and as she tasted the big times, she kept craving more. Her music is spiritually uplifting, and Ammoye told the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show that she operates from a place of profound spirituality, and it is natural for her to anchor herself in those soul-balancing energies. As she elevates higher into her spirituality, songs of hope, peace, love, prosperity, and emotional freedom just flow out of her body and echo throughout the universe with the help of her captivating and melodious voice. Among her musical assets are The Light and Where Do We Go? Ammoye is an 8-time Juno nominee. The Juno is the Canadian equivalent of the Grammy Awards. She received her latest nomination in 2025-26.
This is my 8th nomination, especially being nominated for this song, More Reggae funk it up. Well, we all know that reggae music is a representation of unity, love, oneness, consciousness, bringing people together in joy. And so to be nominated for this song at this time when the world is so topsy-turvy is an accomplishment and a great satisfaction for myself. For my career, it's a nudge that I am on the right path. And the Junos acknowledging the work that I've been doing is, of course, always an accomplishment and an honor.
Whatever happens at the Junos, Ammoye's soul-stirring lyrics and captivating deliveries will keep her connected with her fans the world over.
Make some noise to my band, y'all!
Ammoye, what's good?
There.
You're looking quite regal. Just
Thank you so much, Shaun.
beside your snake plant.
Yes, you know, we call it she's called Magic Sword.
Oh,
And this is Miss Hazel.
right. And what's that dream catcher in the background? Is it Dreamcatcher? What's
Yes, it is a dream catcher in the background. Yes.
So what dreams has it caught so far? No, you're not sure.
All the dreams, man.
All the dreams.
All my dreams, exactly.
Well, you know what? When we sort of got in touch, I thought to myself, I know that everywhere that Jamaicans go, they carry the culture with them, you know.
Yes.
And even if people there where they go, don't know about the music, they slowly introduce it. Before you know, they build a fan base. So Canada, what's the reggae scene like in Canada?
It's quite interesting. I mean, how do I put it now? It's unique.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say the reggae industry here. It's very multicultural here in Toronto, especially Toronto. I live in the city, Toronto, and all the major artists who come here, they sell out. The show's huge. All from Sean Paul to anybody that you can think of that does reggae music. When they come here, they do very well. For the local artists, it's another thing. It's like they take us for granted a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, until we do well outside of Canada, when we come back, then they embrace us for some reason. That's just how it's been.
So you have to bust outside of Canada.
You gotta bust out, and then you come back, and then they're like, "Oh, this is our yes,
Our home girl. This is our home.
Yes, exactly." For some reason, that's just how it is.
But they didn't realize that home girl status before, did they?
Right. It's quite sad, but that's exactly how it's been since I've been here since '94, and but what I can say though, even though the infrastructure is lacking, we do have great granting bodies who support local independent artists like myself who do reggae music. And then we have our version of the Grammys, which is the Juno Awards, and they're very supportive. I've been supportive of my career and the ones who are doing it in reggae here. This is now my 8th Juno nomination, and so this gives me more visibility and more credibility to keep on doing what I'm doing.
Well, you've been nominated 8 times, and you haven't won. Has that bothered you?
You know what? When in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
it might have. Now I look at it as, listen, what is meant to be will be. It's water off my back. I don't really put pressure on myself for the win. My win really is the ability and the opportunity to do what I love, and I get to do that around the world. And so that's the win for me.
I thought you were going to say, well, I'm used to it now. Used to getting nominated.
Well, I am used to getting nominated. I mean, it's 8 times, of course. You're going to get used to it. But it's a celebration of my resilience as well. I look for the positives in everything. I'm that girl. I'm a light worker. I tend to see the silver lining in every situation as much as I can, as best as I can. And so for me, it's a celebration of resilience. It's a celebration of hard work. It's a celebration of never giving up on yourself, regardless of the outcome. For me personally, I know that this is my calling, and this is the work that I came here to do. And so, regardless of having the trophy in my hand or on one of my, in my living room, displayed, the win for me is getting the opportunity to do what I love for like-minded people who celebrate and understand and appreciate the music that I make.
And I appreciate the music you make too. It's very smooth, very soulful, reggae fusion.
Yeah.
About that subgenre, because I keep hearing about it for a little while now.
Mm.
What makes it different from, say, reggae as we know reggae? Because this is kind of a subgenre of reggae.
Mhm.
So tell me a little bit about the reggae fusion. What is fused here? Again.
Well, for me, I grew up in Jamaica. I was raised by my grandparents. I was raised in the church. So my base is spiritual music, more than just reggae. I came from the church, and so that plays a big part in what I do, and I like to fuse it into everything I do, the spiritual aspect of who I am. I'm not religious. I call it more spiritual. I believe in love and unity and oneness and all of that, bringing people, treating people how I want to be treated, loving and respecting and celebrating all of our uniqueness, and not acting like or pretending like we're separate or we're different, because we're all one. Like Bob Marley said, we're all one love. We all come from the same source. But growing up in Jamaica, my grandmother allowed us to listen to Bob Marley. Outside of the church music, it was Bob Marley. So Bob Marley became my biggest influence. This is why I fell in love with reggae music. I love the writing that he displayed in his creations. And the way that his music is relevant and it connects to the heart and it brings people together, uplifts and motivates and inspires people. This is why I do reggae music. If there wasn't a Bob Marley, there probably wouldn't be an Ammoye doing what I'm doing. I probably do something else. But the way that he respects that genre of music, and it's one of the genres of music that it's not, it's the ones who are reggae, real reggae artists. It's not salacious, it's not bubblegum, for in layman's term. It's not bubblegum. It's music that makes you think. It's music that activates you. And so I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to create music that does the same thing for people. Heal. The first intent for me is to heal people through music, to inspire, motivate, and activate them to do what they love to do as well. Whatever it is, I want to activate people to get up and move and shift the energy around and bring back joy and allow you the space to be comfortable to express yourself in your own unique way.
But you know what? As you mentioned that the music is supposed to activate you when you hear it and feel it. I know Mom is from the church, and I'm
Yes.
you've managed to activate Mom through this. Is she all excited about your reggae fusion music, considering your roots?
Well, I was raised by my grandmother, and she's no longer here. She's here in spirit for sure. And she was like the cornerstone of the family. And she was just a strict woman, but a hard worker. And she taught me to just go after my passions, whatever it is that I love, and do it fully and do it to the best of my ability. And so I took that from her. My mom, when I left Jamaica after high school and my grandmother passed away and we came here to Toronto, I joined her church. And she also is very strict in that she wanted us to follow that path. She feels that when I decided that I was going to drop out of Seneca College and I was studying travel and tourism at the time and focus on my music, they thought I was crazy. What? They couldn't believe it. They were so against it. They were not having it. They thought that it was I wouldn't say a waste of time, but more so a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
How can why would you think that you could make it in music?
It's not a proper career. It's just
exactly. You know what I mean? Something fun to do on the side, right? But for me, when I was going to school at the time, Seneca, studying travel and tourism, because I love to travel as well. So I knew I wanted to travel, and to please them, that's why I was going down that path. Because I knew from a young age that music was my thing.
So has Mom come around now? Is she all right with it?
She has come around, to be honest with you. Now she has come around. After the third junior one, she was like, "Oh yes, all right then, okay, girl, you're on." And she seen me doing my thing, and for them, seeing me on the TV and traveling, being able to do my music around the world, she was able to and being able to sustain myself financially. Even though it's been a struggle, coming up. But she see that I've made a life for myself doing music, and I haven't deterred or detoured.
It turned out to be not just a thing on the side, no, but
exactly. So they had to give in. They had to.
It's a core thing now.
Absolutely. They celebrated. I got my nomination the other day. She's like, "Congratulations!" She's all excited. She'll tell me, when she sees me on TV, she'll my friends was calling and telling her that, "Oh, I saw you on CP24 and you were doing this," and then she's all excited now.
Well, you found your path, and that's good. But your grandmother, you mentioned that she's here in spirit. So, did she ever get a chance to hear you belt out some of your kind of the tunes that you've made? Not necessarily gospel, traditional gospel songs that you've just learned and you sang, but
Oh,
ones that you've created and you put
yeah.
everything into it. And when you listen back, you feel like, yeah, that's really me. Did Nan get to hear anything?
Mama did not, unfortunately, she did not. She planted the seed
Mhm,
and then she left before I even came to Toronto.
mhm.
And so she did not get to see it in the physical. However, I feel her presence around me all the time spiritually. So I know she's protecting and watching over me from the other side as one of my
But
angels.
you
So she gets
sometimes
to see it
wish,
from that perspective.
right. But do you sometimes wish that? Well,
I wish I do. I even was just talking about it because I've never. That's a good question. I've never been asked that one before, but yes, it's yeah, it's interesting that she wasn't able to after because of the fact that she played such a role
mm,
in me being in the place that I am and doing what I'm doing. But unfortunately, she nor my grandfather were able to see me do this in the physical.
because I know sometimes you have members of your family or even just people that have had a certain kind of impact on you. When you succeed in certain areas of your life, you really
Yeah,
be there. You want them to witness it. You want them to see
exactly.
that I've done this.
Exactly. But I talk to her all the time. So I know that she's with me and I know she's seeing what I'm doing and she's proud of me. I know, I feel it. I sense it. Hmm.
And I know Coco T is somewhere in the midst there. I mean, how did
Yeah.
you get into all of this? What's the connection?
Uncle Kokoti, yes, he's uncle in my in-law. His brother is married to my aunt.
Oh,
And so he was when he was here such a supporter of mine. And he really pushed me as well into continuing on my staying the course, regardless of how tough and rough it might seem, especially for a female
mhm.
in the reggae industry. But he was always a voice that and will always stay with me because he was very much so encouraging and supportive, and you need that. And I was lucky to have him as one of my mentors, if you will.
Because I could just imagine you were lucky having
Yeah,
someone already out there doing it.
exactly.
You don't say, yeah, this bit, this is nice. That's that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So just some kind words and a bit of advice.
Exactly,
But you can
exactly.
trust it. You know that I know you've trod that path, so you
Yeah.
understand it. So if you
Mhm.
tell me something, I listen. I believe what you'll say. It's not just something
Absolutely.
who thinks, well, you sound really nice, and they just leave it there without being able to be more detailed than that or more.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, you're tuned to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show, and we're speaking with Canadian singer and 8-time Juno nominee, Ammoye. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute.
That's why I can't stop touch her now. I fall in love with the touch her now. Oh no, Father Knockins boss. Watch her now. You're now in tune to Shaun Cain and the Stargazing show.
Hi everyone, this is Sean Reese, and I'm representing for the Stargazing Show with your boy Shaun Cain, featuring artists from around the world. See? So hit that subscribe button and notification bell. See? I will never break my bridges down. I know you, Lord, and I will stand my ground. You are the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So the fire keep blazing. Well read. Stargazing Show.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Ammoye, the Lightworker Soul Rebel, and you're watching the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show. It's your time to shine. Keep it locked. Mwah.
Welcome back. You're tuned to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show, and we're speaking with Canadian singer and 8-time Juno nominee, Ammoye. Ammoye, the story has been so good. You know, all the connections with Coco T, the
Yeah.
family supporting you, and everything. That's nice. But you're originally from Clarendon, and then you went
Yes.
to join your mother. How
Mhm.
easy was it to adjust to life in Canada? Because I would imagine it's different from Jamaica, especially for the weather.
I remember the day that we found out that we got our landed, they call it landed papers.
Right.
Yes, in Jamaica. And oh my gosh, I was running so fast to go tell my family, yes, we got our papers came through and we get to. I was counting down the days of when we were gonna come into Toronto, fly into Toronto. I was excited because after my grandmother passed, I feel like that's when a lot of things shifted for me. I experienced a lot of trials. You want to say she was a protector, you see, and so when the she left, everything I felt like that's when all hell broke loose, if you will. I found myself in situations that got me in predicaments that how do I say experiences that
She had avoided.
shifted my way of thinking and being and made me want to take my own life at one point. And so I struggled coming up after my grandmother died. She died when I was 16. And so yes, I thought I was naive. I was very naive them times. And so experiencing some of those things, abuse, and then some of those things that I was a victim of date rape as well. There's a few things that happened. So those things kind of woke me up a bit. So they were necessary for my growth as a human and becoming the woman that I am today, and being very much so resilient, which also plays into my career and everything, and being more kind to myself and empathetic with others who have been through some of the things that I've experienced, and understanding. And this is why I always look for the light in situations, because I know the darkness is there and it can really affect you in a negative way if you allow it and if you give away your power to these circumstances and situations that you find yourselves in sometimes. And so at a certain point, yes, I was excited to leave all of that behind me and to get the time and space to heal and really fall in love with Ammoye and the person that I wanted to become. And so yes, when it was time for me to leave the struggles and the hardships and the memories of all of that, I was excited. I really was excited.
I just want to dig a little bit more into what brought you back from the brink of, or pulled you back out of the darkness. I remember Shane did a song that I'm in this dark room and
Mm-hmm.
just don't know how to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Out of it, because many people weren't lucky enough and weren't strong enough
I know.
to get themselves out of that dark room. They actually
Yeah,
just stayed in there. Whether
exactly.
it's being alive in there or being otherwise, but they just didn't leave that dark room. How did you get out of it? What did you say
Spirit,
that pulled you out?
spirit.
Come and find the door. Crawl in the dark. Feel your way through. That's
Yeah,
the handle. Get out of this place.
yeah. Spirit, spirit. You might call it the divine creator, supreme creator, God, source, love. I call it spirit. And
But
spirit.
to you, or you just felt like, well, I just need to be tenacious. I just need to be determined to get out of this. I just need to find my way out of this because there's much more life left in me, and I cannot.
That's what spirit was telling me. I literally was listening to that inner voice that was talking to me through those things, those moments of desperation when I felt like, oh my God, there's no hope. I'm not gonna get over this. These things are just too heavy for me to carry. I can't do it. I can't do it. Remember I was in a washroom in back home, and I was thinking I was gonna just go underneath in the bathtub, and I was gonna just go underneath the water, and I was gonna stay there and not come back up. And while I was in there, that's when the inner voice became stronger. That's when I recognized that that voice wasn't just my own, but a voice that was telling me that there was more to come. This was just a part of the journey, and I am more than this situation and this circumstance that happened to me. And in time, I will get through this and move through it. It wasn't my time to give up on myself. I'm not alone, you know? And that shifted everything for me. It shifted how I looked at myself, how I looked at the world and the people around me, and everything around me. It was just, it became more alive. And then if everything just had more consciousness to it, everything just had more meaning and purpose. And my life had more purpose in that moment. And that shifted everything. And that is what has kept me going throughout my life. Every time I come up into an obstacle or challenge, I know that that too will pass, and I don't need to give away my power to those situations. That I, in due time, these things will suffer, wash away, wash away,
But the
and
fact
I
that,
just need to
fact
keep on moving
sorry,
forward.
but the fact that they've been washed away, before they left, they turned you into somebody else that you didn't know before, but now you do. If you had the chance to live your life all over again, would you steer away from that experience, or would you just fly right into it, knowing that it's going to give you strength to be a stronger person?
I would because of how stronger I became. It affected my music. It affects everything that I do. If I didn't have those experiences and the opportunity to work through those things and get through those situations that I've been through, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today. I wouldn't be able to write the kind of songs that I write. I wouldn't be able to have the personality that I have. I am one of those people, man. Like nothing you do, you may try to break me, you won't break me. You probably bruise me, but you won't break me.
Solid as a rock.
Solid as a rock, as best. You might shake me up a little bit. I mean, but you might shake me for a day or two. Now it doesn't even take that long. Like I get through, I work through my stuff quickly. Yeah, I bounce back quickly. And I know how to not run away from the stuff, the dark. I know how to face it and stand in it.
You've conquered it before.
Yes, exactly. Because I know that that is not the be all end all. The power within me is stronger than anything that I can experience outside of myself. I am my safest place to land on. What's happening within me. I don't look for validation from anybody else outside of myself. It's within me. Spirit and myself, my higher self within me. That is my trajectory. That is my voice of reason. And in any season, no matter what I'm going through. And I know that fully. Nobody can take that away from me because of the stuff that I've experienced. So I would do it the way that it happened because it was meant to be that way for me to get to where I am and where I'm going.
Because you know what the outcome will be.
Exactly.
There's nothing to worry about here.
No.
It's just part of the building process.
Exactly. Exactly. The making of me. Yes.
Without that, you probably would just be running around, just going after the latest trends.
Exactly. Falling for anything, falling for everything. You know what I mean?
True love. But look at you, you're teaching, because in your music, you're inspiring. Because that's the reason why I decided I would just explore that a little bit more. Because there are so many people who are suffering from mental health situations because they've had similar experiences as you.
Right.
But they're just tough and as strong as you to overcome, to pull themselves out of that dark room, and to be able to share that experience with people. And unabashedly. Because when you mentioned about the date rape, I thought, did that just slip out? Or you intended?
No. I'm very open to talk about the things that I've been through because I know that there's a lot of people who have experienced or are experiencing stuff like that, and they feel like they're alone. And I felt like that at that time when I was going through it. So I don't want I wouldn't want that for anybody. I want them to understand that these things happen to us along our path, and it's not our fault, and it doesn't make us who we are. It doesn't define who we are. We decide that. If we decide to give away our power into those situations, then that's a decision, a choice that we are making for ourselves. But we have the power to say no. Yeah, that's just something that I experienced, but it doesn't define who I am.
I'm so glad that you have the platform to teach that kind of message.
Thank you.
Demonstrate that this is possible. Because I've been there. And
Exactly.
And I've got the experience, so I can talk. Not just because I've read it in a book.
Right. Because I lived it. Same thing with spirit. That's how I feel about spirit. Because growing up in the church, like I said, and this is why I say I'm not religious, because they have their own views of how we who are followers or people who practice religious beliefs and such. But for me, I discovered spirit on my own. And so my relationship is unique to me, and I don't go to church. My church is right here within myself. When I'm with my friends, when I'm doing what I love, that's my church. Nobody judging me about how I should look, what I should wear, and what I should sing about. Because a lot of people in the church that I was growing up, they thought that I was singing for the devil because I wasn't singing gospel music. So all of the things that I talk about is because I've experienced it. It's my unique experience that the stories that I talk about it's all true. It's true to me.
And I agree with you. And I feel that you don't have to be in the church or be religious to see
No.
stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Because once you're doing something that's having a positive impact on people, it's
That's
helping
it.
you realize that it's okay
That's it.
to experience this and carry on living. It's okay to be this and still live.
Absolutely. And you're not gonna go to hell for it.
I can't see anything wrong with that. But do you get a chance to go back to Jamaica?
Of course, my gosh,
I
of
was just
course.
thinking, a woman as important as you and as busy as you've got to go here, there, everywhere, perform for people. What time do you get to go on the rock?
Well, so funny enough, I was in Jamaica in 2016
Right.
doing my album. I go back and forth, and I doing my album The Light at the time. And then I was there in 2019 doing a tour of all the Margaritavilles across the island. And I go back and I visit family. But now most of my family have migrated. They're in the States or here or Germany. And so I don't go back as often, but most of my producers that I work with are Jamaicans as well. So for the music, I get to
The energy is strong in there.
very strong, very, 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 very strong. It will always be. Jamaica will always be a big part of my heart. Yeah.
But you sent me some of your assets, and I tell you what, beautiful pictures, by the way, lovely,
Thank you.
and the music. Wow, the voice though. And I'm just thinking, how do you manage to control that sound so much to the extent that you can get whatever sound you want to get out, whenever you want to get it out, and however way you want to get it out? What do you
That's a good one. Well, like I told you, man, I listen to everybody, and everybody have been. I take a little bit from everybody. My biggest influence, like I told you, is Bob Marley. I love Grace Jones. I love Sade. Those are my three right there. Bob, Grace Jones, and Sade. And so I take a little bit from what how they've inspired or influenced me. And from Bob, I love the writing and just the rebel, the soul rebel in him. And I bring that into what I do. And then the fierceness, unapologeticness of Grace Jones. I go where my voice wants to go. And even if it doesn't sound good, I'm going to go there until it sounds good. I'm going to practice. I master my craft. I've been working on my craft like I said, I've been singing in the church choir from the age of 3. And I learned from the ear. From the ear. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't study. My study was singing, listening to the radio to the people like Whitney Houston, like I said, Sade, Michael Jackson, everybody.
I was thinking to hear the Grace Jones bit because I know Grace is kind of different, So I was thinking, what about Grace then? But then you
as I tell you, the fierceness, the unapologeticness, just she is who she is, and she doesn't give
take me as I am. Don't like it.
Exactly. Take me as and so I take that on. Right. I express myself as I am. I'm not trying to be anybody else. I don't want to be a carbon copy of anybody else. I just want to be my unique self, just like she was and is. And so, yes, I take that from Grace. And then Sade, there's that soft, smooth, delicate dynamic that she brings to her music. Oh, like butter.
Cherish the day.
Cherish the day.
Smooth operator.
Smooth operator. Oh my gosh, like all of it. So I incorporate that. So I have all these dynamics within my voice, and I showcase it in depending on the emotion, the feeling that I want to evoke. And I tap into how she displays and shows emotions throughout her songs. And I bring that to what I do.
So did you do any
Amy Winehouse too? Amy Winehouse is one of my favorites, so I have to say. I love Amy Winehouse.
Amy was good, but
yeah, I love Amy Winehouse. It's gone too soon. Another one gone too soon, and I think a lot of the pressures of the industry and life, unfortunately, got to her. But such a talent, such a supreme talent. I love nature. I'm a lover. I hug all my trees. all my plants have names. I'm that girl. I love nature. I love to be by water, and love animals. I'm that girl. So I would run down in the backland and jump up and climb up in the highest mango tree, sit on the mango tree, and just sing, make up songs like I'm in the musical, pretend like I'm in the musical, and just make up songs and sing all kind of notes, all practice. That was my training. Sing to the birds and sing to the goats and the chickens and the dog and everybody. Meaning the animals and the trees, and that was my audience. That I wasn't scared about being judged, and that's actually where I got my start.
You didn't scare the dogs a few times.
I never scared the dog. Them scared the dog. Them love it, man. And you should have seen them. Oh my gosh, you should have seen them and the goats. Oh Lord. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yeah. So that was my and the chickens running around, and yeah, that was, and the birds too. Like the birds would start to sing their bird songs. This is until this day. I love a bird song. Actually, in my new album, The Shift, in between each song, I have bird songs to transition into each song to incorporate. I love listening to birds. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how I got my start.
Yeah, but speaking of your singing and all the different audiences, as strange as they might have been.
Yes.
But you have built up an impressive catalogue of songs though, over the years, because I've been listening.
Thank you.
Oh, so beautiful. So talk me through a few of your works then. You know, this song and where it came from, you know.
Well, the one I'm nominated for right now is called More Reggae, Funk It Up. And the song speaks about, it's featuring Samora from Switzerland. I met Samora in 2020. She was supposed to be on a bill here in Toronto with me for Reggae Divas, but because of a lockdown, we had to do it virtually. So I didn't get to meet her in person at the time, but we stayed in contact and in touch over social media.
Right, Ammoye, I know you're in the middle of what you're saying, but I need to take a quick break. So
all right,
come back and then we pick up from where you.
Sounds good.
Now you're tuned to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show, and we're speaking with Canadian singer and 8-time Juno nominee Ammoye. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute.
The Stargazing with Shaun Cain new music preview, where you can drop your brand new single, EP, mixtape, or album for people who just love music and can't wait to listen and enjoy your masterpiece. Find out the title of the record, the artist, the backstory, the release date, and where it is available. The Stargazing with Shaun Cain new music preview. Come on and get us rocking.
Hi, this is Wisdom, and you're watching the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show. It's your time to shine. Stargazing, you're my first real love. Out of all with you, my first real love, and I don't wanna lose it now. But every time we get so close, I fear that love will lose us both. Stargazing, you're my first real love. Out of all. Big up yourself. And Wisdom says so.
Alright, come down now. Hey, Shaun Cain. When no say nice finger licking, yeah? Know about the fries and the dipping. Stargazing, know about the fall picking. But a where boy put in a chicken. Hey? A where boy put in a chicken. Shaun Cain, where boy put in a chicken. Hey? Anywhere we see me, I go trick him and find out where him put in a chicken. You tall boy, you know it's a school or Sabito. I represent for Shaun Cain, Stargazing now. Where boy put in a chicken. Come down.
Rock the world now, rock the world now. Roll. Come make Stargaze teach you how to up. Shaun Cain, tell them, no weakness, no weakness, no weakness. Yo, Shaun Cain, you don't know energy, up and personal close. Get there.
Welcome back. You're tuned to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show, and we're speaking with Canadian singer and 8-time Juno nominee, Ammoye. Ammoye, what a story, what a journey. And I'm sure we ain't seen nothing yet, because it's still happening.
Oh yes, oh yes.
But before we took the break, we were talking about your music, and you were going to be sharing some of the inspirations with us and some of the backstories of some of these songs. So let's pick up from where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
Song Talk me through it.
Yeah, so I'm nominated for More Reggae Funkita. And I was saying that it's featuring Samora. She's from Switzerland. And I met Samora in 2020 when we were booked to be on the same bill at the time, Reggae Divas here in Toronto. But because of the quarantine, the lockdown, we couldn't meet in person. So she wasn't able to travel. And we had to do the show virtually. So I didn't get to meet her in person, but we stayed in touch on her social media. She's been very supportive. She's true reggae. She is the epitome of reggae. She is just so down to earth, approachable, and such a good friend. We became such good friends and so supportive. So we've been talking about collaborating, doing something together. We flew. My partner and I went down to Switzerland and got into the studio. And her husband, who's also her manager and also a producer, Rez, played me a few tracks. And when I heard this one, the ska feel, it just reminded me of the early Bob Marley days, the Bob Marley and the Wailers days when they were like singing when that song, "Simmer Down, control your temper, simmer down." Exactly. So that ska feel that's brought me back. That nostalgic feeling, and songs like the Monkey Man from the Toots and the Maytals and all that. And so as soon as I heard it, it just activated the inner child within me. I wanted to dance. I wanted to bring back the fun because people have been, there's so much chaos going on around us right now, around the world, all over the world. I wanted to take people out of that space and bring them back into the heart, bring back the joy, bring back that feeling of loving life again and enjoying the smaller things, the little things in life, and just bring back the fun, and so that's what reggae is all about, really. So when we say in the chorus, we need more reggae, this is what I mean. It's a metaphor for what we need. We need more unity. We need more joy. We need more laughter. You know what I mean? We need more oneness and coming together and not competing and collaborating more. And so this collaboration was a celebration of all of that, the good things. And so that's what the song is about.
And I've read the credits as well on most of these songs. And you've written most of them?
Yes. I'm a singer-songwriter. They're very proud of the fact that I write all my songs. I write about things that I see happening, things that I've experienced, and things that I hear some of my friends go through, and just anything that inspires me and, tugs at my heart, and anything that moves my soul in a good way, I write about it. And sometimes I write right here in my bed. I go into my bed, I write a lot of songs laying in my bed, and I have songs that come to me in my dreams as well. Ideas come to my dreams. I just wrote a song, for example, called this one is called Sugarcane, a coconut and sugarcane, and the idea came in a dream.
Yeah. Tell me about that dream. How did that manifest itself? What did you see? What did you hear? Who was there talking to you?
That's funny. Well, in this specific dream, because my dreams are very vivid. I actually have a book of dreams that I'm planning to release later on. So the book is all these dreams since my spiritual awakening that happened. It started in 2012 when I lost my voice that year, and I thought that was going to be the end of my career. But long story short, was my voice was being recalibrated because I used to smoke a lot of Bob Marley. And that was my crutch. That was what numbed me to everything that was going on up until that time. And not wanting to look at certain things and really dive deep. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to stay surface and not, but so the Bob Marley, people call it marijuana, ganja, whatever you call it. I call it Bob Marley or Jita.
I got that from what you said earlier when you said
Yeah. So I used to smoke a lot of Bob Marley, and I wanted to quit after a while because I was always just outside of myself and not present as much as I wanted to. And so when I lost my voice,
it give you a little time for yourself. So I thought that would have been a nice kind of engagement for you to engage with yourself in that little time for yourself, kind of.
There you go.
But you wanted to run away from that little time for yourself.
Well, I didn't want to face myself
But you
at
had
them
too many of
times.
those opportunities, too many moments.
Yes, too much. You know, there was a lot going on, and so at that time I wanted to escape a little bit, just escape a little bit. And so marijuana or Bob Marley, whatever you want to call it, gave me the opportunity to escape
Mhm.
and numb myself a little bit. But I came to a place and a point where I didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to be present. I wanted to be in my body. I wanted to be aware and conscious. And so I said to my guides, I'm going to need your help with this because I like it so much. It's hard for me to put it down. And so how it manifested was that year in 2012, I developed nodes on my vocal cords and I had to be put on voice rest for that whole year. And when they said to me that if I don't put the smoking down, I would, be damaging my instrument, that was all I needed to hear.
We're gonna lose it.
Yes. And that's all I needed to hear. You threatened my instrument. That's
You're done.
say no more.
It's
Say
over.
less.
It's over.
Say less. Yes. I called Turkey, quit immediately, never picked it up again. And it just gave me the opportunity to go within myself and to be still and to really, 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 really connect on a totally intimate, deeper level with spirit. And that it changed everything for me.
Because I was
When
just
I woke up.
after you quit that thing, what got you back into yourself? Because I thought that was the key to getting inside. And then
Well,
you
yeah, for some people, but for me,
Mhm.
coming out of my that state,
Mhm.
for me, I was able to really, 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 really on another level. Because awakening, as I'm learning now, your awakening happen in stages. Your spiritual awakening happens in stages. My first one for me was when I told you about when I went into that bathtub when I was younger. This time, there was another shift that happened, another part of my awakening. They threatened now my vocal, my instrument. That was my livelihood, my everything at that point for me. And what it did was just make me go deeper, deeper, deeper to connect deeper with my internet, like I said, and connect even deeper with my higher self. And that's when I discovered that I came to be a light worker and to follow and that my music was not by accident. I was given this gift for a reason. I'm supposed to heal and activate through my music and help wake other people up to what they want to do in life and get them on their path.
But I
Yeah.
think that you're a very spiritual woman in the sense that you talked about your guides and how did you get
Yes.
into that kind of understanding?
Well, that's when it happened. That's when that happened for me. I wasn't that girl until that awakening happened for me.
When did you first experience all that? I don't know, the connection with the guides.
Mhm.
If I can describe it like that, because I'm not too sure where
Yes,
I'm
yes,
going
yes.
with this, but I'm
The
imagining
connection.
it and I'm trying to go deep. So if
Yes,
I miss
yes.
a turn, please understand.
No, of course, of course, of course.
When was the first time you had that kind of, should I call it divine intervention? Then that,
Divine intervention. Absolutely.
yeah, the deeply spiritual experience. What was the
Yes.
experience? Did you see somebody? Did you hear somebody? Was somebody sitting beside you talking to you? Did somebody hold?
In my heart, I could hear the inner voice, my higher self, I call it,
Did it sound?
spirit.
What did it sound like?
It sounds like me. See, like how I'm talking to you right now?
Can't can
It's the
it can't
intuition.
it can
Yeah, it's like exactly. It's like an intuition, like you hear it too. You hear something, a nudge that tells you go left here. If you're driving, slow down, take it. Anything you'll hear that intuitive thought. I do the same thing with my music. I set the intent that whoever my music catches, whatever ear, if they see my performance, that whatever it is, if they're struggling or going through anything, my intent is that they will get the energy of frequency of light, of healing, of love, comfort, of results, of understanding, of solutions, whatever it is that they need for what they're going through, they will receive it on an energetic level.
This was supposed to be an interview. It's a learning experience for me.
Yes.
You brought it out. You
Yeah.
put it on thick. 'Cause I never thought I would have talked about things like this because I don't say anything like this to people. Because
Wow.
my sister always says I'm very heady. So if I can't logically figure it out and explain it, it doesn't make any sense and I will not touch it.
Right.
And it's
A
that
lot
that's
of us
my
are like that.
well
A
you
lot of
open
us.
your mouth. You pulled
Good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. Be connected heart to heart, soul to soul today.
You pulled it out. You got me.
Yes.
I know I'm wondering, oh God, you might think this man.
Not at all. Not at all. If you're mad, then I'm madder.
Oh God, all right. I'll take it back then. Right, I tell you, it was such a spiritual chat. This is not
Hey.
an interview, it was a spiritual chat, you know.
Yes, I love that.
Before I let you go, though, I always like to ask my guests a question from this book, and it's called Reggae Larger Than Life, the Ultimate Reggae Music Fun and Games Book. It's a book that was written by yours truly. It's currently available on Amazon. It's also available in Jamaica at Ashby's Pharmacy, 160 Old Hope Road in Kingston. Also at the bookshop at the University of the West Indies, Mona campus in Kingston. And it's also available in Spanish Town at a bookshop called Angel's Book and Variety Store. Now, I've selected 2 questions for you, and you're quite a spiritual woman, so even if you don't know the answer, maybe somebody will come and whisper to you. I know I won't be able to say them, but you'll hear it, and you'll be able to say something. Right, so the question I've got for you here now says, this brother grabbed the spotlight when he won the Jamaican talent contest, Digicel Rising Stars, in 2005. Since then, he's gone on to record several hit songs, including Take My Wings and Baby, I Love You. Can you identify this I'm a Big Deal vocal performer? The options are Romain Virgo, Winston Cavan Lewis, Noddy Virtue, and Christopher Martin.
Mr. Martin, Mr. Christopher Martin, I've opened for before too. He's a lovely human being. Right. I've actually opened for Romain as well, but Chris Martin as well. Chris Martin.
Okay, that's correct. Did anyone whisper the answer in your ear?
No, man. We know the people.
You're on this. You've got this. They know that you've got this, so they don't need.
You got this. I got this, man.
All right, the second and final one. It says, this Rastafarian Jamaican kindly brought us a whole lot of greetings from Jah in
Greetings. Yes.
Yeah, go on. I love that little sound.
Greetings I bring from Jah.
Ragamuffin.
Ragamuffin.
Sorry, yes. Oh, listen. Well, now, what was the name of this brother? The options are Luciano, Everton Blender, Cocoa Tea, and Half Pint.
Half Pint.
Wow. What you do all them tunes for? You're supposed to be at church, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I would sneak and listen to all the good music too, man. I would listen to all the good music and then put them. Now I'm influenced by all these different genres, like I said, an artist, and put them into my own music. That
is so good. And what you produce nowadays, what comes out of you, I tell you, is just powerful. So,
Thank you.
Great stuff. Well, Ammoye, it was really nice. And the questions came from this book, Reggae Larger Than Life, the Ultimate Reggae Music Fun and Games Book, currently available on Amazon. It's also available in Jamaica. And so I do encourage everyone to go out and get their copy, because
get
there's a lot of fun facts in this. There's one singer that I interviewed as well, G Wiz. He once said, it's just a collection of fun facts.
Yes, I like that.
It helps people to understand the journey of the music, where it's done, what, where, when, how, and why.
I love that.
And I just
you gotta do a sequel to that book with the Ammoye in it. Yes, you gotta put the Ammoye in it.
I tell you what, that's it.
There you go.
So yeah, you never know what the future holds, and I love doing things like these. So I'm sure I'm not done yet.
I love it.
That's not the end of it. Well, Ammoye, I tell you, it was really good talking to you and really understanding your spirituality and your spiritual side and the inspirations behind your music, the backstories, and just you as a person. Any better than this?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And for your audience who are listening, I just send you so much love, so much light, so much peace, so much joy. And if you want to know more about my music, you can find out more about my music from my website, www.ammoye.com, AMMOYE.com, or you can follow me on Instagram, where I'm more active, at Ammoye's Music, AMMOYES Music. Same handle on Facebook and Twitter. And I just started my TikTok thing. I'm trying to keep up with the kids these days. And do the TikTok thing. And you can find me on TikTok as well under Ammoye Music. AMMOYE Music.
And I get the feeling you work quite closely with Tony Anthony as well, do you?
I do. I love me some Tony Anthony. What do you mean? Oh my God. Tony is like my brother. My big brother. in music. Yes, 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 yes. I love Tony. Yeah.
He's
And
got
he's doing
some
some
nice
great
ballads.
things right now too. He's doing some wonderful
He's
things
got some nice
as well.
ballads
So
as
big up
well.
to
Yeah.
Reggae North. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes.
And there's one I play all the time, you know. It's There Goes My Baby.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that cover from I think Charlie Wilson.
hmm
Right.
Yes, Tony's the man with the voice. He's got that voice, man. Solid. He reminds me, he's like the Luther Vandross of reggae. You know what I mean?
And
So
he just oozes it out, and you think, "Ooh,
I know.
it's real," you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I love Tony.
Big ups to Tony, man. Big up.
Big up, big up.
It was great spending some time
Fresh.
understanding your story, and we hope that we were able to showcase you, you know, the spiritual side a little bit more, so people could get
Yeah,
a little bit more of a sneak preview, so we could pull the covers off a little bit more than what
exactly.
before, so they could learn a little bit more about you. Well, that's all we have time for in this edition of the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show. Our special guest was Canadian singer and 8-time Juno nominee, Ammoye. We invite you to join us for the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show, the musical side, every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. It goes all the way up to 12 British Standard Time on Rex Radio in the UK. From the USA, on Motif Radio and Viscosity Blend. And from Canada, where this lady lives, is Reggae North Radio. And also from Jamaica on Richie B Radio. Please subscribe to the Stargazing with Shaun Cain YouTube channel. Like and share the videos and leave a comment. Until next time, this is Shaun Cain saying thanks for joining.
The promised land, going to the promised land. Yes, the promised land, going to the promised land. Oh gosh, yeah. Make a step down to Ashmara, then I stop in Addis Ababa. Make my way to Shashamane, then riding on the Queen's Highway to the promised land. Going to the promised land. Yes, the promised land. Going to the promised land. Oh gosh, they know why you don't. They know why you don't. They know why you. They know why you. They know why you know who you are. They know why you know. They know why you know. They know why you. They know why you. They know why you know who you are. Come take me far away from this place down here. Take me out of this place. You with so much despair. I wanna free my mind. I wanna heal the soul. Been in pain for so long. It's time to take control and set my people free. Yeah, baby, you and me. It's time to come back home. Wake up and start to see. No more deceiving the masses. No more dependency on the powers that be. I am bondage free. Yeah, yeah. Let me take you on a journey. Yeah, yeah. Let me take you on a journey. Way out, yeah. Let me take you on a journey. Ah, yeah. Let me take you on a journey.